Okay, got it. Live.
We are again.
Hi.
We are live again.
Oh my God, can you believe it's February? I haven't got my glasses today. Oh, well, I left them in the car. And then I just thought I can't be bothered going to get them, didn't I?
You did. You did. After going back and getting your phone and all the other.
I don't need my glasses all the time. But it's all looking a bit blurry. But
mine, you see, my
thing.
glasses are filthy, which is why my world's looking a bit blurry. But that's okay. I quite like that. It's a bit like Vaseline on the lens.
Do you want me to clean them for you with the edge of my cardigan?
That's absolutely. I quite like the soft focus I do.
Okay. Yeah. Good. So here we are. It's Valentine's Day too.
Yes,
today.
It is. Yeah. I've never been someone that's done Valentine's Day, in all honesty.
No.
It's never been. I don't like to do things when I'm told to do them. So it seems to me, it's like, don't tell me that I'm supposed to tell someone I love them today. I'll tell them I love them when I want to.
Yeah. No, that's true. I definitely prefer that. I sometimes even don't want to give someone a present actually on their birthday. I want to give it to them either before or after, or just another time. Random. When I feel like it. When they maybe you think, oh yeah, give it to them today.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the way we roll.
That is.
We're wild. We're wild like that.
Wild women. I sometimes think of us as the banshees of Bridport.
Really?
I do.
Banshees.
You know wild women, banshees.
Yeah, I do know banshees.
Banshees of Bridport.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just out there making a bit of noise and kind of in our own very particular way.
Yeah. And everyone's way is different. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. Maybe we do that. Bridport Banshees. I like it. Yeah. Okay, we just started up the Bridport Banshees Club. You can be part of it too, Rowan. Everyone's invited to be a
Bridport Banshee. Which is kind of we've had a bit of a vision.
Oh, we've had a vision. We have lots of visions, let's face it. But today's one for the theme of the topic of today was going to be vision boarding. Can I make this bigger because that's all a bit distracting? But I can't see, so sorry, people. I just feel like I want it to be the whole screen, and it's.
I don't know how you do that.
Okay, can we just not worry about it? I just won't look at it so much.
Okay.
Oh, more birds. So Angela is distracted by the birds. What were we talking about? Oh,
vision boarding.
Vision boarding, yeah, because I did a vision board workshop last week. I was going to say last year. Feels like a year ago. No, last week at Grow Slow. Gosh, it wasn't even a week ago. And it was amazing. And people just floored me with their stories and what they came up with. So everyone's vision board was completely different. Shall I explain what a vision board is?
I think you should.
Okay, so where I come from with the vision board is it's like your top manifesting tool. It's something that you can put on your wall that you can look at every day to keep you on track, to keep that focus and give you something to like you said this morning, a reason to put your lipstick on, keep you happy. I mean, because sometimes you wake up, and I do anyway, I forget like what am I here for? It just feels like and you know, it feels really hard, and I don't know who I am and who my friends are, and but as soon as I look at my vision board, because I got all my friends, all the people I love, all the things I love doing, all the things that I want to do, all the amazing places I'm going to go and see, and what it's all about for me. And I just feel so much happier. And it really helps. It really helps me every day. I've got it in my bedroom, just across from my bed. I can see it. And I really, really love my vision board. And it's like you said, it's not in stone. It's a work in progress. And so like even yesterday, sometimes I paint a picture. I was painting a picture of me on a camel in the desert doing blah, blah, blah. And for me, it's all manifesting. That's how we make it happen. That's how I'm going to keep on track to Morocco to ride the camel and get to the gym so that I can put my leg over so that gives me a compelling future. And if I've got
nice
or shit to look forward to, however you put it.
Yeah, no, compelling future.
Compelling future. It's just like, that is so awesome. I freaking love my life. I freaking love my life that I can do that because I've chosen. I want to do that. That's important to me.
Yeah. And I think vision boarding brings you back to yourself. For me, it's like you forget all of that stuff and then you've got it all in one place and you haven't got to think about it. It's not like reading something or listening to a podcast or any, it's right there at that moment. Sorry, I'm transfixed by someone who looks amazing down there and I can't see who it is.
I bet you that's Anna.
Is that Anna?
It is. She always.
Oh my God, she looks absolutely frigging fantastic.
Yeah. So good. Okay, it's the coloured hat and the massive, like a really long coat that's really colourful.
Sorry, this is completely good. But
I
you know
think
when
it's
you
funny.
Spot someone and they just look so beautiful. I actually just want to run downstairs and give her a hug and tell her how amazing she looks.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
she
knows that anyway.
dresses to make herself happy.
Very
like
cool.
you
She
say.
does.
She's read
she
your
really
book.
does.
Or something.
I don't
but
think
look
she
at
that.
And how much? Oh my God, she's just walking like a queen as well.
She is.
She's fucking owning it. I love that woman.
Oh,
I'm so happy she's my friend.
I'm rich, you know. So through Angie, I have met so many amazing people in Bridport.
Yeah.
And you're like this kind of conduit that joins people up. I mean, some people are co-joiners, and that's the right expression, and that's definitely what you do. You bring these amazing people together with these ideas, and it creates a much bigger. And in a way, that's what the vision boarding is doing.
My vision.
We're taking these ideas and we're putting them together in a very visual way, within a boundaried space, a board. Or
not everyone gets to ride the bus. I've literally got a bus. Have I shown you my bus?
Yeah.
I mean, that is, I have manifested that from an absolute massive menopausal pain point of thinking, oh my God, I can't believe how tricky this is, how dark this feels, how lost I feel, how overwhelmed I feel, how emotional. I'm not gonna get through this by myself. There's no way. And so about maybe 3 years ago, and every year when I'm doing my vision board since, it's like, I really need to have a tribe of friggin' awesome banshees around me to help me, not just in a selfish way, but we're all going to help each other. Okay, that's it. And then you make a space, and then they just all come out of the woodwork because we all love dancing or whatever. But oh my God, it's just like, do what you love, and then all of that just brings more love in. And I've gone completely off track with the vision board, but I did manifest that. And I'll just tell you a quick story about Alex, who's here. I shouldn't say any names. It's too late now, isn't it? I don't think she'll mind. It's a story that she told in the vision board workshops, because at the end, everybody shared their vision board. And that was the best bit for me, because I could see that everybody's going to make their visions come true. And also, we talked a bit about manifesting, and she had 2 really good friends there, and they were saying similar to like you said, I'm so glad I found you, and we're doing this. And they were both writers as well, and they said, and she said in the vision board workshop, I manifested you. She was feeling really alone by herself, and she said, okay, I want 2 new friends who are both really into writing. Please, that's what she was asking the universe for. Like magic. And there they are. What those 3 musketeers writing and doing awesome things. And that really does happen. So if you're feeling, like you need some support or whatever, she was so specific, 2 awesome women who are into writing.
Yeah.
it's good to be specific,
Yeah, that
isn't it? Can we talk about
specificity actually is really good.
Yeah.
Because the clearer we are with what we want in life, the clearer it's you know, it's the difference between going out on a walk and thinking, well, I don't need a map because I'm going to get there. Well, yeah, you probably will get there, but
where
exactly? where are you going to get?
Yeah.
Be really clear. This is where I want to be. You know, if you don't,
otherwise you'll just.
Well, you probably will get there,
you'll
but
get
you're
so
wandering around.
distracted.
And
it'll
sometimes,
take you forever.
Sometimes that wandering around is good because it gives us options to experience
still
other
wander
things.
Around,
but you know.
But I still feel like you still need to know where you're going. Consciously, be conscious about your wanderings. Yeah. Be conscious. Like I was thinking today, I was going to take up this job, and I was thinking, I'm going to have to be sitting in a few meetings. I'm really going to destroy my credibility now, but I don't care. But and I thought, well, in those meetings, I'm just going to daydream. I'm going to be conscious in my mind wanderings. And I think, I probably do need a bit more time daydreaming, because meetings in the past, I used to say, oh, they give me a rash, I'm allergic. But now I'm thinking, good chance to daydream. I'll just kind of look out the window, give me some space. Doesn't matter. So anyway, what was that in apropos of? Oh yeah, just be conscious in your wanderings, but know where you're going and why you're doing it.
And I do think what's really lovely about vision boarding, and this is very much personal to me, I think thinking about who we want to do it with is really important, because none of us are going to be truly able to be that wonderful. When I talk about happiness, I don't mean that, oh, I'm happy going out and having a cocktail, or I'm happy going and buying a new frock. I mean that kind of lovely, in positive psychology, we call it eudaimonic happiness, that sense of being really at peace with ourselves, being who we are. We're not going to do that without other people.
It's 11 o'clock.
So true.
So put those people on your board.
Yeah, I'll put them on the board. Yeah.
Put those people that you want to be with, that you want to share this experience of your life with. And unfortunately, it might not be the people that you're actually sharing your life with at the moment. When you go through the process of vision boarding, it's not always a necessarily joyful, amazing experience. Sometimes you come up against something and you think,
but what a great opportunity to work out how you want to be with that person or that situation. I mean, I've got people that I love, maybe people call them family in this culture. And I think, I'm not dissing anyone in my family, but so, maybe I wouldn't choose to have them on the bus with me necessarily.
They might be at the bus stop occasionally when you stop off.
I make them sit down the back. And I don't let them drive the bus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They really want to drive the bus, but if they're sitting down the back, they can't reach the gear stick or that. I mean, my partner was literally last night, he was putting the high beams on and off for me in the passenger seat. And I was like, that's really interesting that you would want to drive when I'm driving. Anyway, so I'm not saying anything by that. I'm just saying you've got a choice.
How curious is that?
It's very curious. But hey, you've got a choice of where people sit when you're driving, because you are the driver of your own life. Don't walk around going, oh, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, sure, that's part of it. But you can decide when you're doing a vision board where you're heading. Can't you?
You can, absolutely.
Don't just leave it up to fate. If you leave it up to fate, spoiler alert, you'll be fucked. You'll suffer depression, stress, overwhelm, anxiety. Welcome to my world in the 20s. But I
just want to interject slightly here.
In your 50s.
The reality is, you will still have moments in your life when you feel down.
I know.
You will still have moments in your life when you're depressed.
Yeah.
What we don't want is to feel so overwhelmed by those emotions that it completely stops us in our tracks.
Yeah.
We want to say to ourselves, okay, I'm allowed to feel like this.
Yeah.
I have perfectly valid reasons for feeling these emotions. but I'm not going to be swallowed up by these emotions.
Or, like you said, take you off track, derail you, completely floor you. I mean, I think it's okay to be flawed every now and then. I mean, I think I'm flawed once a week. But in my wisdom, in my menopausal brain fog wisdom, I do know that I'm going to bounce off the bottom. Because and now when it starts to get dark, I'm like, oh, it's getting really dark. It's getting really, oh, my God. Oh, here we go. Here we go. And then, but I know that, especially when I look at my vision board, it's going to happen. It's going to turn around. It's like, I'm never going to sell another painting again. Why am I doing this? It's so stressful. Blah, blah, blah. And I tell you what, every freaking time, just wait it out. It's cool because it's going to happen. And maybe I do my, I shake the money tree and I do the exercises and think, okay, it's coming back. It's all right. And I bounce off the bottom. That's my mantra this year, bounce off the bottom. Just boom, back up you go.
Yeah. Rather than the bottom being there that you sit at the bottom of the well and you're waiting for the ladder. You know that actually going down there is going to give you a little bit of momentum.
Yeah. And and also I feel like I love that I'm doing some things where I feel safe, that I can bounce off the bottom with people as well. Yeah. I have got people around me that I can do, including someone that was just walking around that I can just like lose my shit with about something, not to them, but just have a grumble or a complaining or just how you are with friends in a safe space, and then it's out and it's okay, and then it's like, okay, I've said that, that's okay, and then that you can transform from it, instead of like keeping it inside, because like that bottling it up, that not expressing those big feelings,
that festering,
don't do that.
Festering is difficult. So I came across a really interesting concept recently, which was quite new to me in psychology, and it's called underconnectivity. Oh. And it's something that happens, and it was exacerbated during the lockdowns that we had. Yeah. So, it's this idea that we all need connections in our lives. We all need both those kind of micro connections of people that we just say hello to in the morning in the street. And then we need, sort of medium connections that might be colleagues at work or people that we only see occasionally, I don't know, at poetry group or something like that. And then we need these really important people in our lives that we can be totally real and authentic and our safe selves with. And I was reading this about the fact that when we move, so I've only lived in Ripple. It'll be actually 2 years this Friday. I've lived in Ripple. And when you first move, the first year is like a kind of honeymoon period. And then the second year, it's really normal to feel quite depressed because you're going through this underconnectivity because you've not built up those different connection levels that you need. So true. And they were likening it to postnatal depression, and I don't mean that kind of really serious postpartum psychosis that some women have, but that kind of baby blues that you often feel when you suddenly think, hang on, there's nothing in my life but this child who I love, but where's all the other stuff? So I just thought it was interesting. I don't know why that popped into my head at that particular moment, but these different levels of connection that we need, and we do all need.
Here she comes.
Stop.
I know. Interrupting our podcast.
That wasn't what I meant. Right. I meant in a good way.
We don't mind. We're happy to see you. So sometimes we go low. Yeah. And to build up those connections again, sometimes you want to do that consciously. I was in London for a year. Everything was fine. I thought I really loved it. And then after about a year, I thought, oh my God, I've got no friends. No one's asked me around to their house for dinner. It's like really, really, really lonely. And so I thought, please, and that's what I was thinking about. I manifested these friends. Please, God, send me a couple of really cool chicks that I can hang out with in London and have fun with. And anyway, so like I reckon within like 48 hours of putting that out there. That's really what I need. The few days before that were pretty horrible, feeling really horribly lonely and just the pits. But then deciding, please, put the message out there in the universe what you want to manifest, and then pay attention, feel the shifts towards that. And I was paying attention of like these. I was at work. It was the end of the day, and there were these two women who I absolutely adored in my workplace. I thought they were so cool, and oh my god, so love to be their friend.
Yeah, that really would.
Yeah, like you. Yeah. And anyway, they were going, oh, we're going to the pub after work tonight. And I said, which I've never done before in my life, can I come? And then they were like, yeah, we so want you to come. And out we went, and we had a fantastic night. And then that was it. And then we were like friends, and I had one of them turned out to be my best friend, who I really miss to this day, actually, because she moved back to Amsterdam. Tamara, I miss you. Where are you? And yeah, just made my time in London. Oh my God, so much fun.
And I think the way you've just told that really highlights one aspect that's very important about vision boarding. It changes the way we feel about what we need to do and what we need to look out for. So you'd worked out, actually, what I need right now is a couple of girlfriends to do some fun stuff with.
Yeah.
Those women were already there. But if you hadn't paid attention to your need, you might have decided when they asked you out for a drink.
They didn't ask me, I asked them.
Oh, sorry, you asked them.
So I had to go outside my comfort zone.
So you kind of would already almost like primed yourself in a way by going through that process with the vision boarding or the manifesting, or whatever you want to call it, with that working out what it is you need.
Yeah.
Because we can't expect, the world's a big place. People are busy. We can't expect the universe to provide us with the stuff we need. We don't even know ourselves what it is.
Yeah, we just have to know ourselves. But I think also some people don't believe that the universe can give you what you need, that you need. So there's that whole trauma thing going on.
Yeah.
So I would encourage people to look at all the ways that the universe helps you grow, all the shitty things that have happened in the past that have turned out to be blessings, and how the universe has you back. And if you pay attention to that, you'll see that that is really what's going on. And I feel like that's part of the vision boarding mindset as well.
Seeing that pattern and
seeing that sort of benevolence as well, that actually, you can manifest what you want. I mean, car boots, I used to do it. I used to go, I need a vacuum cleaner. And then there would be at the car boot a vacuum cleaner. Like, seriously, everything I thought I needed, it would be there. It's like I needed a drum pedal the other day. Went to the music shop. They don't even sell drums. They don't even sell drum equipment. And I said to the guy, but I wanted to buy local. So I thought, I'll go in there. Hi, have you got a drum pedal? You haven't got a drum pedal, have you? And he goes, yeah, someone just bought one in. It's a really good one. You can have it for a tenner. It's like, it's a miracle. And how does that even happen?
I mean,
it happens. I was like, that's what I need.
I was at a point in my life, my children were really little, and I was living somewhere I really didn't like. And I was walking around this part of London where I really wanted to live. I had to go there a couple of times a week because my youngest daughter was doing ballet there. So I'd walk around this. And rather than feeling sorry for myself, which I could have quite easily done, I thought, this is really lovely. I'm really happy just walking these streets. I don't actually need to live here. I'm really happy walking these streets a couple of times a week. But I really would like to live here. And everyone kept saying to me, I'd go and I'd say to other people, I really want to live. And they'd go, you can't live there.
Good luck to you, mate.
You can't live there. That's really expensive. You can't live there.
Yeah.
I'm really happy there. That's where I want to be. And of course, I made sure I managed to live there.
Yeah,
I.
But did you look at like which house you would live in?
Yeah, I mean, I never actually got
I think that
to live
get all the
in
energy.
the street in the house that I really,
not yet.
Not yet, exactly. That house is still whirling round there.
Oh, okay.
But I took myself and my children and a life that was full of a lot of stress into a different environment where I made it work for us. And it was fucking hard work. I was working 3 jobs to be able to do that. And I had little children and I was running around and doing all the little children stuff, after school and all that kind of thing. But I was absolutely determined. And no matter how stressful it was and how tired I was, that sense of accomplishment and achievement, that I created this. I saw this place and I thought, these people that live here are incredibly wealthy and I'm not incredibly wealthy, but this is where I want to be. And I made it happen.
Yeah. So good. But I love that feeling that you can get when even though you mightn't be wealthy, I always feel wealthy. I feel when you with the beauty and wherever you are, it makes you feel like,
I mean, I think it's very interesting that when I lots of people have said to me over the years that they have assumed I have a certain level of income, wealth. It's just a complete. It isn't. It's not there. When my kids were growing up, there were lots of times when I just didn't even have any money to put in the electricity meter. But it never seemed like that on the outside, and that's always kind of how I mean that's kind of who I am and how I was and how I wanted it to be. Not to be inauthentic, but I just didn't want to be walking around feeling lacking.
No.
I always wanted to walk around feeling how lucky I was.
Yeah.
Because I always felt really lucky.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what that's got to do with manifesting, but the manifesting, for me, I expect when I'm clear about what I want, when I set my mind to it, and when I combine that with this attitude I've got that I am actually a very, very lucky person and I always have been, it just kind of
just comes. I know. I mean, the whole wealthy thing, I feel like I've won Tats Lotto. I feel like I'm a billionaire. I feel like I wouldn't change a thing. It doesn't matter what my bank balance is. It goes up and down. And I know when it goes down, it goes back up. Like I said before, am I going to sell another painting? And then always do. And then I've got money again. And that's sort of like the life of, when you've got your own business.
When you're creative and you're a freelancer.
You're up and down. And that's cool. I mean, the freedom for me. And I think that's what you, maybe that energy of feeling free. And I made this and I did this and this comes from me and what I want. Like there's nothing better than that, really. I mean, obviously what I want and everybody gets to come with me, like the kids, and I can give, help other people by helping myself, and all of that is important as well. But number one, it's like what you want, where you want to live, what you want to do, and what you want to be, how you want to be. So it's not, I want the feeling of like you get when you have loads of money. And that feeling is, and I don't mean when you have loads of money, I just mean that you can get now, which is peace and love, and like everything's going to be okay. And whatever happens, I'm going to be okay. I've got the friends that I know will help me out, the family, the whatever. I've got the resources. I've got the, I've got myself, and I can, no matter how bad it gets, I can sort myself out of it. I don't know.
Well,
I went into a waffle then.
I think
off being a millionaire.
Having spoken about, like you were talking about bouncing back off the bottom now, I think that's the thing. When you've experienced those really deep, dark lows that do feel overwhelming, if you can remind yourself that, hang on, I have been here before and everything has changed again. This isn't permanent. And sometimes it's really hard when you're in that space. You feel like this is going to be the rest of my life. I can't deal with this being the rest of my life.
No,
and it's horrible.
The worst feeling in the world, actually. Yeah.
But if you can remind yourself that actually, I have felt like this before.
Yeah.
And I have somehow created, enabled, come back up with some energy, dug really, really deep, and it's worked. It helps. I think it's almost like a muscle. The more times you've done it, I mean, how many times have we been at the bottom and we've enabled ourselves to come back up again? There must be some kind of muscle memory involved, both mentally and physically, to enable you to do that.
It's just dancing and feeling good. I feel like there is, and I think that is the energy of the universe, without putting names on sometimes what people might call it, but source or God or the God spark or higher power or whatever.
Yeah.
I think there is something that makes the flowers grow, that things want to grow, things want to expand. Like that is a rule of the universe. And I feel like we aren't separate from that.
I've got a quick question.
Yeah, please.
With because I wasn't able to attend your vision boarding workshop last week, but in the time that you saw people creating those boards, and like you were sort of stepping back and watching them do it, and did you see an actual, almost like an immediacy and a shift straight away, and how they felt at the beginning and how they felt at the end?
Yeah, 100%. By the end, everyone was so excited, not just for themselves and their own vision and what they were going to do with this year and beyond, by everybody else's as well. And I feel like that's the magic. So the magic is, it's not just you, everything's connected, and what you're putting out comes back. And to see other people and then you're rooting for them, that makes you realize actually you need to root for yourself as well. And it just gets up this, kind of we can do this kind of energy. You can do it. There's really nothing to it. Just dance. It's sort of like that. And it was kind of magnified because we had this collective group of women who wanted to make their vision come true, and lots of stories about how people did that, like we're talking this morning about, you know, where they wanted to live and what happened, and then somebody wanted to have a bandstand in their backyard, in their on their farm. And you know, we were just like, yeah, wouldn't that be great, a bandstand? Yeah, let's all have a bandstand. We're going to come to your party and we're going to be, you know, it just sounded so good. Everyone was so excited about how good things are going to be.
That's the other thing that's great about vision boarding, and it's really nice when you do it with a group of people, that you're not setting limits to what you. It's like, oh, should I really want that?
I know. Well, that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah,
just put it down there.
Yeah,
come on.
It's got to be big. And honestly, honest to God, hand on heart, sometimes if you're feeling a bit like, you're not big and dream enough. No. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly.
You're not big and dream enough. So you've got to have something that's compelling, that makes you excited, that gives you the fizz.
Oh, yeah.
Put my lipstick on.
Yeah,
pretty excited
it is that
about
fizz.
Doing that.
I like that. You need something that gives you the fizz. You need to, when you're doing it, thinking,
not
you
exactly.
don't want to be like,
another 5 years in this shitty job I hate. No, that's not what we're doing. It's what makes you excited.
Yeah,
and I just loved it so much. I want to do it again. And yeah, just it, and then, like you said, it's a work in progress. So I change it, but everything you do can be about manifesting and where you want to go.
Well, it is whether we know it or not, because every thought we don't do anything in life. I don't pick my phone up. I don't give you a little back rub without thinking about doing it first. Every single action we take starts with a thought.
Yeah,
that's neuroscience.
Your imagination.
So you may as well make those thoughts count.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't think thoughts that aren't going to make your life amazing.
I know.
I'm telling myself
you
that
can't help it. Okay. Yeah. Somebody said to me, you can't choose your first thought, but you can choose your second.
You can choose your response to that.
Yeah.
Thought.
So the first thought is like, I'm being triggered, and then you're like lashing out.
Yeah.
Angry. If you're breathing, conscious, it helps, doesn't it?
It does. I mean,
to do then the second thought. Okay, well, I'm not going to react to that. I'm going to do.
And
this.
that's a hard one. That is a hard one because I still do. I'm a very reactive person.
Yeah.
And I do still react without thinking, and I try really hard to give myself that space between that thought and
you can practice that muscle.
It is a practice.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I
love embarrassed about saying that.
No, can I just say something really positive about that? I would only want to be friends with people that are like passionate, really feel things, and that can feel a bit like at times, but you kind of need to be that, I think. Otherwise, I just feel like that's part of being fully human, to have that experience of like, whoa!
It really is.
Whoa! And it makes life more interesting, doesn't it? I mean, the whole blow up thing, yeah, sure. But, it helps to be compassionate to yourself. I don't reckon I'd be so compassionate and forgiving of myself if I hadn't done some really terrible things. I mean, you can't imagine it, can you? But no, seriously, I have. I've done some terrible things. But not like, I don't want you to think of like, I've had this double life in Australia where I was like a serial killer.
There aren't bodies buried under.
No, there's no bodies.
No.
This made me go off on a terrible tangent.
We all do things that we then carry.
Things that you might regret.
I'm going to call it shame,
let
actually.
Let it go.
Because the emotion
shame.
of it.
I hate it.
It's horrible.
It ruins everything.
But we do need to acknowledge it's part of our emotional repertoire.
100%.
And it's a really tricky one to let go of, because one of the problems with it as an emotion is it stays trapped inside us our bodies.
It can, yes.
And we need to dance and move our bodies in order to create the movement of getting rid of some
100%.
Like that.
100%. I mean, shame, guilt. Let's just acknowledge it's a fucking waste of time. Even worry, like. It's a waste of time. It's good to say, hello, I acknowledge you. I know, oh my God, all this body shame. Yep, it's there. Feel it. It's horrible. But I really think that it's worth believing that isn't something that you want to hold on to. It's not something that's even true,
No, absolutely.
Thanks, to the Catholic Church for so much guilt. And even when I said I did those terrible things, probably they weren't as terrible, but they weren't like, Saint Cecilia, who died a martyr. And that was my friggin' who I had to be. So that was going to be, anyway, I'm not going to go on this path, but
no.
But, and then think about all those things you feel in a day. I mean, I'll have 5 minutes of shame, and then I'll have 5 minutes of something else, and Yeah, the thing is not to stay stuck in it.
That's the thing. That's the thing, is to say, I feel this. That's okay. I'm okay with feeling this. Okay. I can feel something else now.
Yeah. Or I'm going to put the music on now because I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Okay,
you've done that.
Well done. You're all right. You're okay.
Yeah. It's
proud of you.
We all have these different ways of dealing with that stuff, and I think it's really important that we talk about the reality of that we are all dealing with that stuff.
Oh, it's so true. I mean, but also this life is like a paradox. You know, this, like when I was at the gym this morning. That was a bit of a head. You know, part of me was like, oh my God, all of these, you know, and here's me with my and I just think, oh, fuck that. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm doing my thing. I'm gonna do my thing. Fuck yes. And just to kind of like move through that, I didn't hold on to it, but man, it was there. But you know, it's okay. It's good, and you know, it cannot hold you back. It cannot hold you back, you know, because digging that little shame hole will keep you stuck, and then you'll never get to the whatever you want to do. Yeah.
No, there's a lot of emotions out there that we have to feel, and we don't want to feel them. We do lots of things to push them away. You know, we're going to have to be wrapping up soon.
Oh, yes, please.
But, you know, that idea we were talking about, how many of us for many years, myself included, I used to do this a lot, pushed all that fear and shame and anger and resentment, all of those negative emotions, pushed it down with alcohol. Lots of people use lots of coping mechanisms to deal with those because they are scary emotions that we don't know what to do with when they arise. And in my experience, what I needed to do with them and what I still need to do with them when they arise is acknowledge them, but not give them power over me.
Yeah. And not put them on your vision board.
Not put them on your vision board.
Just to put a little bow on it. Yeah.
Not put them on your vision board.
No, yeah.
However, if you've put other things on your vision board, but there's this little reel going in the back of your head going, but I don't really deserve that because.
Yeah.
You're causing yourself aggravation. So find a way, I think, of allowing yourself to feel those without getting caught up in the story. Don't get caught up in the story of it. Yeah, you know, I have maybe done something that was a bit shit, but that's okay. I'm not doing it right now. I've done it. Let it go. Move on. Move on from it.
Yeah. Or you might need to journal a bit about it. That can help. Whatever you feel has helped you in the past can help you in the future, or just, I don't know. There's lots of different ways.
Yeah, and there's lots of different techniques we can kind of share and
to let go of
take from each other.
Yeah.
But we also can come up with these great things ourselves, can't we? If we allow ourselves to be creative and play with it.
Do you know what we did at the start of the vision board workshop? We wrote down, I gave everyone pen and paper, we wrote down things that we wanted to let go of.
Yeah.
We wrote down a stop doing list. I'm going to stop doing this, or stop seeing, or whatever. Things that didn't serve you. And then we burnt it. So then that made a bit more space. So that's really important.
I tend to do that on full moons. Try to do that on a full moon, to just write things down and
burn it.
Yeah, burn them.
Just go up in smoke. Yeah. It's so good just to remind yourself that you can burn shit. It's really good. So we're going to wrap it up. Are we going to choose something, piece of clothing that we were going to go wear in our best life?
I'm there.
Are you? Oh my God! It sort of goes with what you're wearing as well. That's really nice.
It's a bit tight.
That's really good. Oh my God, I love it.
So this.
Yeah, that's nice. Can I go for
this?
Something?
Is definitely. I love the colours. I love the shininess of it, and Do
you know what I was been thinking about? I forgot that I thought I wanted to. We tried one of these on because I used to wear these in the the 90s, the 80s.
Waistcoats?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love waistcoats. Oh God, I love a waistcoat.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's nice.
This is cool.
Look.
Look.
Yeah, it's really nice.
This is like the worst t-shirt ever. So if it improves this t-shirt, it's going to look really good with a nice shirt.
Yeah, I really like that.
It's brand new from Howicks. Who are they? Who are
No
they?
idea.
Who cares? But I like it. I like that, and I also like the kind of, you know, the masculine energy of this a little bit. And there's a black one. I'll have to choose which one is the best. But yeah, I'm bringing the waistcoat.
Ralph Lauren, Annie Hall.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna get this. I think I might have to save up for it, but it's coming with me. I don't know if it's this one, but I'll try on the others as well. That's it. We're gonna wrap it up now.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Good luck, everybody.
Have fun
with your Valentine's Day. Go and buy yourself some flowers. Yeah. No. Don't do whatever you like.
Do whatever you like. Do whatever you like.
But a bit of self-love.
Do some self-love.
It's a good
The trouble, I think, just one last thing.
Yeah, I think
Valentine's Day flowers, everything goes up. All the prices are ridiculous. Yeah. I'd wait till next week when it's not Valentine's Day
to buy yourself flowers. Oh yeah, okay.
Personally.
Yeah. Well, I bought my flowers a few days ago, knowing that I wanted to have flowers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should. It's a really nice thing to buy ourselves flowers.
Yeah,
it's a lovely gift
nice.
of self-love.
Yeah.
I just feel that Valentine's Day is a little bit of a rip-off day.
That is, but you could go to like a plant nursery and buy a nice plant for yourself. Yeah. Not red roses necessarily.
Or you could even go and do a little bit of foraging.
Foraging, yeah, and that would be cool.
There's some really pretty bits and pieces popping up. You could just go and go on a little walk, but take them home, find a little bit of ribbon or some string or something, pop them in a
oh, that's so nice.
Jam jar.
Excellent. Yeah, she's got it. Okay, thanks. Bye. See you next time. Love you. Bye. Okay, are we ending?